Oh,
so good.
So good. But ahead of the final, what does it really take to conquer the castle? Well, today we're going to get a lesson in the art of treachery from former traitor Amanda Lovett, as well as David Wilson, who has spent most of his career sussing out some of Britain's biggest criminals. I don't know where to start.
We have to pick up on David when he just...
Yeah, what were you saying about Paul there?
Oh, Paul, for me, gave off lots of vibes about psychopathy, I have to say. I mean, never mind being a traitor, I felt there was something much more clinical going on. I really loved the bow at the end.
Yeah.
He seemed to enjoy things too much.
It's all right.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Very theatrical, wasn't he?
Amanda, for experience, what personality traits make a good traitor?
Well, everybody talks about it as a game of treachery and deceit, but it's a game of trust, especially for the traitors. That's why I became the mum figure, because everybody trusts their mums, their middle-aged aunties. You know, and you're going to invest that trust, and even if you have a little doubt, you don't want to accept then that they are a traitor because you've invested your trust into them. So... yeah, so I was mother by day, murder by night.
As you do. I love that, though, because you can tell you are a warm character in real life. But was it more fun, do you think, being a traitor?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, who doesn't want to be the king and queen in a game of chess, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know? You're going to be getting those pawns out.
It's like you interview an actor, they always say, oh, it's so much more fun playing a baddie.
Oh, yeah.
If he's a villain.
Well, we've all got a dark side, haven't we? We've all got a little dark side.
Are you watching it this year and then going back to your time on it, did you have a game plan when you come in, or do you have to adapt with circumstances?
Yeah, you adapt with... I mean, I didn't. A lot of them did have game plans. I just went in there to have a bit of fun, free breakfast, away from the 5 kids. It was good. I murdered a few people on the way. Great.
But did you incorporate a game plan as you went on?
Yeah, I think, you know, Wilf was very good. He was a very good traitor. And, yeah, we just had to you've got to keep that trust. And then instead of sort of planting the seeds, I think I would scatter the seeds more. So somebody would mention a name, and then I could pass that on, so nothing would come back to me. Because I think if you're mentioning too many names, people think, well, why are they trying to deflect? Why are they? So it's about scattering the sort of...
This is it. Oh, David, you know, there's an art to lying, isn't there? And some people are very good and some people almost trip themselves up.
Oh, there absolutely is. And remember, I've had the privilege of sitting next to Amanda for a few hours now, so I don't know why you're believing a word she says. But the key thing is that you've got to incorporate the lie and believe the lie that you're telling. And interestingly, isn't it, Amanda said... Amanda, herd instinct plays a great deal here. You've got to mirror what the group is after. And Amanda actually said, you know, who doesn't want to trust their mother, you know, because she played the universal mother. But remember, she was thrown under the bus by Wilf, who clearly didn't trust his universal mother. But there was a great sense of Amanda understanding a herd instinct and what the group wanted to see.
That's so interesting, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
it's not about necessarily being the quietest, because everyone's going to suspect the loudest.
Yes.
But it's kind of just about putting yourself in the pack, right, in the middle, the grey man.
You've got to sort of, even it out a bit and just suss everybody out, but not be too loud or too quiet.
So what are they getting wrong this year? Because the
Well,
traitors have had a
think
tough time.
The traitors are fighting against each other.
Yeah.
They're not fighting against the faithfuls, you know? They're just recruiting other traitors all the time. They've missed their opportunity with Diane. My gosh, what a strong woman. I know she didn't want to be a traitor, but she's kept such a good secret in there. She could have easily been a good traitor and really good alliance. But I think they're just, you know, you've got to remember they're just recruiting men, and someone always wants to be the chief, don't they? And when you've got 3 men as traitors, someone is going to keep getting thrown under the bus because they're fighting for that.
So it's almost like you need to play against that kind of alpha male instinct, right?
Yeah,
well, otherwise you're all, like you say, you're sort of pitting each other against each other, and before they know it, I do feel like it's going to backfire in the coming episodes, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Harry has revealed too much.
Harry played a blinder at one point.
Playing really well.
Explain what Harry's done.
Oh, so Harry is a traitor and had formed a great alliance with Paul, but he suddenly put Paul under the bus and now he's given just too much information. One of the things we discussed earlier was confirmation bias. They've made up their mind as the faithfuls that Harry's a good guy, and they're not looking for the evidence. They've decided Harry's a good guy, and therefore they ignore the other evidence that would show that he, in fact, is a traitor. By being too loud, by stepping out of the herd, he's drawn attention to himself, and I think he'll get picked off as a consequence.
Which, is a shame because he did do so well. Just quickly, Amanda, based on all of this, who is your front runner then to win this?
Well, I would like to see Harry in the final because he has played a blinder, you know. I'd like to see him, Ross, Jazz. I mean, Jazz should have had the crystal ball. Doesn't matter about Tracy. I love Tracy, but, you know, he's had it right all along. And Evie. But I would love the traitors to declare to the faithfuls that they are traitors, but then, come on, Ross has got to have one for Mum, hasn't he? He's got to throw Harry under the bus and have one for Diane.
I love that.
Amanda, David, thanks a million.
Thank you so much. Well,